Hey guys, this is Spartacus here, and welcome to the Festive Fervor event in Vanguard's multiplayer. This event is also currently going on in Warzone as well, but for the sake of this video, we're just going to be talking about Vanguard's multiplayer and going over the things that have been added within this event, as well as my opinions about the event in general. And I do apologize for not having this video out at least a day earlier, because I was waiting for like 25 hours for my first episode of my podcast to get uploaded to my channel. So if you guys are interested in podcasts and want to listen to my first episode, make sure you go ahead and look in the link in the description below to go ahead and check it out. But moving on to the main topic for today's video, the first thing I want to talk about with the Festive Fervor event is, of course, in the main menu you can see there is a few different challenges you can complete in Vanguard's multiplayer or in Warzone, and if you complete all of them in either game, then you get yourself the Stocking Stuffer variant, which looks okay, I suppose. It doesn't actually seem too flashy as like a holiday type variant, but it does have like a lot of gold on it, which I think looks really cool, and I guess can be a little bit flashy in game. But nonetheless, I think they could have done a little bit better job with the art style of this actual gun. But one thing they killed it with the art style is Shipmas, which is actually just the same map as Shipment, except everything around you is just holiday themed. All the crates are now basically giant presents and gift wrapping over them, and then you have giant candy canes and literally anything you can think of that's some sort of festive or a holiday type themed. It is in this map, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. And of course, it takes place during dusk too, so it is going to be a little bit darker than usual. But one interesting thing about this version of Shipment is that you can't actually go outside the map, and that's actually something that you'll see a lot of people do in the normal Shipment map. They'll actually go outside the barriers and then move around a crate to, I guess, flank enemy players and get back into the map. That's something that I personally do myself, but you can't actually do it on Shipmas, but you can still get on top of the crates and all that still. You just can't go outside the map, in case you guys were wondering. And of course, throughout the gameplay, you're going to be seeing me shoot a couple of elves that are just staying still. And I thought these elves were actually going to be moving with this update, but within this event, they actually don't move at all. They just stay still, and you can hear them. There's like an audio cue that they make where they're kind of making noise, and then so you can take them out. And if you're wondering, like, what's the point of taking out these elves? Well, it's supposed to give you like a point towards your next kill streak that you have in your kill streak list, like your UAVs, guard dogs, flame knot, whatever. If you kill them, they're supposed to count towards your actual kill streak and earn your kill streaks a little bit faster, but apparently they're not working right now, and so when you shoot at them, nothing happens. They just like poof into dust, and then they spawn somewhere else on the map, and they always spawn in the same location. So if for some reason the elf isn't there when you first look, they might come back there later. And so yeah, really the only point of taking out the elves is, of course, the Festive Fervor challenge. You have to take out 10 of them to actually get, I think, an emblem or something like that, but of course it is one of the challenges you have to complete in order to get that Stocking Stuffer variant. And then of course there's Krampus, which is an NPC that runs around the map and does finishing moves on players, so you have to watch out for him. And it looks like Krampus actually has a lot of health, and so they're not easy to take out. I think in Warzone they might have a little bit more health. I could be completely wrong, but it looks like that I've killed Krampus at least one time, even though I had multiple encounters with him so far. And you'll see him probably in this gameplay of me playing on Shipmas, which is already crazy enough, and then you have an NPC running around trying to kill you. And Krampus, of course, only targets players when you're not playing the objective, and they can literally start targeting players like as soon as the match begins, is what I notice, because on screen it'll tell you like, oh, you're being hunted by Krampus, but not all the time is Krampus actually hunting you. When that notification pops up, I think it pops up for everybody on your team, and so it's one of your teammates that's actually getting hunted and not yourself, but I guess it's still good to watch out. But either way, if you're camping, if you're not moving anywhere, if you're, I guess, not playing the objective, you know, Krampus is going to be going after you and trying to take finishing moves out on you. And you do have to kill Krampus 3 times for one of the event challenges to, of course, unlock that variant, the Stocking Stuffer variant. And so I'll have to wait and see like how hard it is to kill him later on. I think I got pretty lucky the first time I actually killed him, because he was already super weak and he already like disappeared, like, or he turned into dust or something like that when I was shooting at him. So he must have been really weak when like I started attacking him. But the Krampus, from what I've seen in different clips, like this guy has like a lot of health, and of course you don't want to die from him because he's gonna like end your streak, especially if you are playing an objective mode like domination and you're streaking up and not playing the objective, and then all of a sudden Krampus is gonna start coming after you. Yeah, you're gonna have to really watch out. And from my understanding, these elves and Krampus are in every single game mode except for Search and Destroy. And I know with the elves, the kind of audio cues they make, kind of like making noises places where they're at. I know for some people it can be a little bit of annoying, but it hasn't really bothered me that much, honestly. Well, I haven't really played it too much since the Festive Fervor event went live, and so maybe I'm just not quite annoyed from them yet. But other things that they added to kind of make the game more festive, I suppose, in multiplayer is that there's the Armageddon game mode, which of course is a remake of the Drop Zone game mode, and the only difference between Armageddon and Drop Zone is that to get points for your team, it's just kills. You don't actually have to stay on the actual Drop Zone objective to gain points for your team, and if you get kills with kill streaks, I believe they're double the points towards your team. So it is kind of an interesting game mode. I actually really like it because instead of a plane coming by to drop down care packages, it's actually Santa delivering presents, and you always hear him like jingling bells like over above you, and you can see him fly by and like you drop the presents into the map so that way you can collect and get care packages. I think that was a really good idea that they did, and I think it really like sets the theme and mood for the holiday season while playing the game. But yeah, the game mode itself isn't too bad. It seems pretty hectic when people start actually getting their kill streaks, but you know, I actually haven't played it too much. It is pretty fun. I just like the theme aspect of having Santa come over the map, and of course Krampus is going to be there too, since you know, like Krampus is basically in every single game mode. And I also can't forget about the guard dog and the dog's kill streak, because those guys have bells attached to them, and so they actually look like reindeer. I think they have like a red nose, they have antlers, and they're basically just dressed up as reindeer, but they also have bells attached to them, so every time they're running, the bells are quite literally jingling all the way. And I did kind of steal that joke from Prestigious Key, I will admit, and it was a really, he played that really well. So yeah, quite literally the dogs are jingling all the way every time they run because of the bells attached to them, so it's pretty easy to know when a dog's approaching you even if they're not barking. I know some people might not like that, but I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've been running the guard dog for quite some time now, even before the Festive Fervor event, and I feel like my guard dog does not actually get any kills until after I die, and it's like, well, gee whiz, like you might as well just call it like an afterlife dog, because it only gets kills after I die, and I don't actually get the kill like while I'm still alive. Like, he doesn't really guard me that well. There's like one instance today, actually, the guard dog actually guarded me and killed an enemy player. I don't know if I'm just running up against users who are using like cold-blooded or something like that, but either way, it's just really annoying seeing how the guard dog gets kills after you've already died. It's like, you know, that's not really your job, but you know, whatever. I'll just have to switch to a different streak in that area. But either way, I do like how the game itself feels more festive. Even the main menu, your character is like walking through like a winter wonderland, basically. Zombies also had an update. I don't have any gameplay to share with you guys, but honestly, there's not much to show you. There's like some presence and light around the Dur and Fang map, and of course the Storm Krugers, or whatever they're called, the light machine gun type zombies. They have like a Santa hat on, but that's it. There isn't like anything special within the actual zombies game mode that they added, because I remember last year in Black Ops Cold War, they even had their own game mode where you can actually throw snowballs at zombies. It wasn't like the greatest game mode in the world, but it was still kind of interesting to see them bring it into the game. And they also had like kind of the chaos mode, or whatever you want to call it, where basically you had a continuation of just zombies coming after you. So they kind of introduced that and updated it over time to make it a little bit better. So either way, zombies is not really getting that great of an update. I think right now in Black Ops Cold War, they actually added a holiday themed zombies update. So I'll have to go back and see what that's all about and make a video about it. But yeah, Vanguard zombies, not really much difference in there. Just a little bit of cosmetic changes, nothing really gameplay wise. Whereas multiplayer, we do have a lot of cosmetic changes, such as Shipmas, for example, which is again just a great, fantastic looking map, and can really tell you what the developers can actually do when it comes to like types of events in the future and customizing maps we've already seen and just making them more holiday themed. Like, I just think that's just amazing. And of course, gameplay wise, of course, we do have the Armageddon game mode, as well as Krampus and elves go after. So hopefully they do update the elves to where they actually do count towards your kill streaks. Hopefully they fix that, but Krampus looks like it's working as intended, and they'll tweak it a little bit to where the notification doesn't pop up on your screen if Krampus isn't actually hunting you. But either way, I really do like this event. It's not completely over the top that we've seen in previous Call of Duty games, such as Modern Warfare Remastered with like Winter Crash, and with, I guess, Call of Duty World War II, the winter event we had in there, the Winter Siege event. And those were really memorable events for me, and I wish Call of Duty could go all out with them in the future. But this is good enough. I I think this is a step in the right direction that we haven't really seen in Call of Duty the past couple of years. And so I think they're starting to like try and get into like these events a little bit more. They're easing their way into doing what they used to do back in World War II and in Modern Warfare Remastered, which is good to see. So I am happy overall. Of course, it's also double everything, double operator XP, double weapon XP, double player progression, double battle pass XP, double clan XP. Am I missing anything else, you guys? It feels like there's so many different things you can progress towards now, but it's double everything this weekend, so make sure you're taking advantage of it. And of course, it is a free multiplayer weekend in Vanguard, so if you're one of those Warzone only players and you need to level up your meta weapons, then yeah, go ahead and play Vanguard's multiplayer. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys are stay tuned to the channel for videos every single day, and of course be able to check out my podcast when you get the chance, and I shall catch you guys later.